Meme coin trading will never be the same. Just 1 year ago, every major meme coin was launched on Solana, but now Binance and their BNB chain have completely caught up. But still, so many Solana traders are completely confused about how to actually trade BNB meme coins properly. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how you can now trade BNB meme coin tokens using the #1 meme coin trading terminal in the entire industry, Axiom. I will show you how to easily bridge your Solana over to BNB right on the Axiom platform, how to navigate the BNB trenches whether you're brand new or actually pretty experienced, and I will also give you my personal BNB wallet tracking list that you can just copy and paste right into Axiom and start tracking the top traders on BNB right away. So make sure you stay until the very end of this video. That's when I'll tell you how to get your hands on that resource. It's completely free. My name is Vic. I've been in the crypto trenches since 2020. I've worked with brands like Kraken, Exodus, and over 100 more. And if you're watching this video, I'd be shocked if you haven't used Axiom before, but if you haven't, the official safe to use link for Axiom is below in the description. That is my referral link. You can also use my code CryptoVic right on the Axiom website. This will give you immediate access and you will save 10% on all trading done on Axiom. So it's only been about a week since Axiom actually dropped support for BNB tokens. Here's the official Twitter announcement that they made. And honestly, this was a super smart move to make because the data is very clear. The chart above me shows the DEX trading volume on Solana versus BNB over the course of 2025. If we look at the start of 2025, the blue line that represents Solana is dominating. You can see that most of the trading volume in the trenches was done on Solana. But as the year progressed, this red line that represents BNB started to get bigger and bigger and bigger until around now where these are about the same size, meaning that BNB trenching has pretty much completely caught up to Solana trenching. And that's why Axiom had to make this update, man. It was long overdue, but we're here. They did it. I am on axiom.trade. Again, link is in the description below. And I'm actually on the BNB side of Axiom. So you can switch very easily. There's this button right up here in the top right corner between Solana and BNB. These are the only two networks that are supported. And one thing that immediately blew my mind about Axiom supporting BNB is that you can now bridge your Solana right on Axiom. A few months back, I made a tutorial that showed you how to trade on other chains, and we actually had to use a third-party bridging service, but now it's actually accessible right on the platform. So if you have Solana already, this is going to be seamless. You can get started trading on BNB right away. But if you do not have Solana or crypto, I highly recommend using Kraken to buy your crypto. This is one of the most trusted exchanges in the entire industry in the world. You can actually use Kraken Pro right on the platform to get the best fees. The link to Kraken is in the description below as well. So if you do have Sol in your Axiom Solana wallet, this is going to be very easy. Come up to this button right here in the top right hand corner where it shows your balance. You click the little down button and then you hit this swap button right here. That's going to open this dialog box for their exchange, which is a mechanism built right in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one Sol and I'm going to convert it over to BNB. This is like the default mode, but if you need to change anything, this button will reverse the order, but I'm just going to set it back. And if I need to change the currency I'm using, I can click on the currency and I can change it like that. But I want Sol to BNB. I'll set it to one Sol again. It's going to get me a quote here. And then once I have the quote, I have 15 seconds to confirm it and I'll confirm it. Now that is just going to do the bridging process on its own in the back end. And the BNB was sent right to my BNB wallet. We're ready to go. So when we're on the BNB side of Axiom, nothing really changes in terms of layout. We still have our Discover page here, which is going to give us two different algorithms that we can use to filter the entire BNB meme coin market at a glance. The first algorithm that we can use is trending. The second one is Dex Screener, which is just sourcing from the actual Dex Screener website. We can set our different time frames. We can set different filters in here. Now I'm just switching over to the Solana side really quick just to show you how robust the Solana side is. They have a pump fund section, a surge section. So they do have some catching up to do on the BNB side, but it is brand new. And if you know anything about the Axiom team, they're always cooking updates. So I have a very good feeling that this BNB Discover section will be just as robust pretty damn soon. Now, if you feel like in this video I'm skipping over a lot of things, that's because I already have 2 full-length guides on how to use Axiom on the Solana side. I will link those guides below. There's a beginner video and an advanced video. So there's a few other layout components that I want to cover quickly before we get into these other features. The first one would be Lighthouse. That's at the bottom right here, and that's going to show us the entire BNB meme coin market for the day or for the last 6 hours or however we want to filter it. We can see exactly which launch pads are doing the most volume, how many traders there are compared to yesterday. Really good insight if we are keeping track of how active the market is. And then at the bottom on this side, we actually have the estimated migration price for a token. I like to keep my eye on this because it helps me build my filters if I'm trenching on that day. One other cool feature is the customize theme button right here, this little paint palette thing. And when I open that, I get some options. I can go dark mode, I can go Astro mode, orange mode. Honestly, I'm messing with Astro. Let's do Astro. Looks pretty clean, a little more gray, but just gives you the ability to personalize things a little more. Actually, I just need to go dark, bro. Like I'm just stuck on dark. This is what I know. All right, so those are the basics. Let's jump into the trenches. So if you go up to the pulse page and you click here, this is literally the trenches. We have the new pair column, the final stretch column, and the migrated column. And like I said before, in order to make it into this migrated column, the market cap has to be $280,000. So these are the tokens that have proved themselves. Now, typically I like to keep my filters super light, but if I do want to change filters on any of these columns, I'm just going to click this little filters button on the top right-hand corner of that column. And you can see compared to Solana, there is not a lot of different protocols for the trenches. It's pretty much just 4meme. 4meme is like the pump fund equivalent for BNB versus Solana. Now, it's important to trade 4meme tokens when you're trenching and pretty much nothing else because you want to avoid honeypots. You want to avoid actual liquidity pool rug pulls, like old school rug pulls. Those can't happen if you're trading a launchpad meme coin. So 4meme is the go-to. Make sure this is ticked on. So one new pairs filter that I like to use is I'll go to metrics and I will go to the minimum market cap and I'll set it to 10% of the bond price. So in this instance, it is a $28,000 market cap versus a $280,000 bond price. And this is just going to filter all of the super new stuff and just kind of show me what has a little more motion and a little more stability. Now, if you're interested in checking out a token, I would recommend actually going to the token page before you just buy it right on the Pulse page. You kind of want to see the chart and make sure it doesn't look like a scam. So this is our token page. It looks the exact same like the Solana side. And what we have here are the indicators. So we can put on a custom indicator. Let's say we want the RSI, relative strength index. We have specific display options if we want to turn off our own trades or like turn off the dev trades, because as you can see, there's these little bubbles on the actual chart. And when we start tracking wallets, the bubbles will show up for the wallets that we're tracking as well. So right now, the bubbles that we see are the dev bought, the dev sold, and then it migrated right here. We can click one button here, hide all bubbles. That will get rid of them. Show all bubbles will show us. And we want to make sure this button here is set to market cap and not price, because price is really hard to track. It's gonna be like 0.000 whatever. Market cap is way easier to track on the side right here. Now, if we go up to the top right-hand corner, this chart settings button is pretty important. We want to make sure that the migration line is turned on so we can see a line across the chart when we're supposed to migrate. We also want to make sure average buy line and sell line is also turned on so we know exactly where we bought and where we sold. One other thing we want as well is account for fees in average lines. We want that to be turned on so the lines that you see on the screen account for the fees that you paid so it's more accurate. Hit done. And we're good there. So as I mentioned before, the BNB section is very new, so they don't have a lot of the token analytic tools that we have on the Solana side. Like on the Solana side, we can see insiders, we can see bundlers and stuff like that. But here, all we really have access to is snipers. So we don't have insiders and all that stuff there. We also don't see any copycat tokens as well. So it's more stripped down. If we go into this bottom section where all the transactions and trades happen, we go over to holders. I really like this on the Solana side where I can actually see Cabal Spy, but you can't on the BNB side. So we have access to Faster 100x, which is like a bubble map type of tool. And then we have Bubble Maps IO directly showing us the actual bubble map of this token. So these are the visual tools that we have on the BNB side. And then just like on the Sol side, we have the instant trade panel, which is a crucial tool that you should be using. We can click this pen right here to set the instant buy amounts and instant sell amounts that we just click, boom, instantly buys that amount on the chart without you having to go over to this section and kind of click a few extra buttons in order to get it done. Keep in mind that the price of BNB is a lot higher than the price of Sol. So a 0.1 buy on the BNB chart is going to be very different than a 0.1 buy on a Sol chart. Like you can see right here, the price of a BNB token is $1,143. The price of one Sol is $199. So that's like what, a 6x difference or something like that? Is that right? Let me see. Yeah, pretty much a 6x difference. Pretty quick math there. Good job, Vic. So if you're used to bidding like 0.5 Sol on a Solana chart, probably water that down to maybe like a 0.1 or a 0.08. It's about the same dollar value there. So we would come over to this little pen, hit the pen tool and 0.08, and then we can actually set the sell percentages. I like 10%, 25%, 50%, 100%. Now, in terms of fees, we're going to come over to the right-hand side here. And if I click preset 1, it's going to open up the fees for preset 1, which you can see here, preset 1 is what I have on my instant trade panel. And I can just click one of the actual templates. So average, if this is just kind of a whatever chart, it's not too aggressive, there's not too much heavy volume I have to compete with. And then fast is going to give me a more expensive template if I need to get in and pretty much guarantee priority on my fee. And then I can set custom if I want somewhere in the middle, or I want to be super, super aggressive. Let's say there's like $10 million of volume in the last 5 minutes. Maybe we'd set this to like 10 and pay a higher fee just to get our trade in the door if it's like a Trump level meme coin. Before we get into the next section, I want to invite you to follow me over on Kick, where I live stream almost 5 times a week. I was actually live streaming here on YouTube, but I decided to make the move over to Kick, and I'm super happy that I did. I love it over there, and we've been getting honestly more viewers on Kick than we have on YouTube. So make sure you join a live stream someday. I do a $50 giveaway every single live. We go over the trenches, crypto news. I chart Bitcoin out. We play different games. It's just a great time. We're building a solid community. I would love to see you there. So on the Solana side of things, we're very custom to actually tracking wallets. Here's my Solana wallet tracker here. We also have Twitter tracker here on Axiom that's built right into the platform. But if we go over to the BNB side, I don't have any wallets that I'm tracking yet. I mean, I do, but I'm going to show you how to install them if you need that wallet tracking list. So as I mentioned in the intro, I'm giving out this wallet tracking list. I found a handful of wallets from the top trenchers on BNB just to get things moving, and you can build off of this over time. It's going to be in a Google Doc just like this. I'm just going to select all and copy it over, and then I'll go over to Axiom. I'll go to the import button right here. I'll get this little box that pops up. I'll paste that information here, add it to a single group, and then I'll set the group to main, and I will hit import. And boom, you can see all of those wallets just imported. But now I'm getting notifications and it's yelling at me, and I do not want that. So what I'm going to do is click this little toast notification button off and make sure that the bubble alerts and feed alerts are turned on. And that's going to make it so this live trade feed actually populates trades, but it's also going to make it so the wallets that I track show up on the chart. So this was the same chart we were looking at in the last section of this tutorial, and it didn't have these little ghost icons on it because this is one of the traders that is in that wallet trading list that I just gave you. So if you want that wallet trading list, make sure you stay until the very end, and I will tell you exactly how to get it for free, and you can install it just like that. Now, I also have a Twitter tracking list as well that I will link at the end of this video for you to get if you do not have a Twitter tracking list. This stuff is all built right into Axiom, by the way. But you could just go up to customize feed and then top subscriptions to start following some of the accounts that are very highly ranked. You could also follow me. If you search Vic Laranja, I am ranked 190 out of all Twitter accounts on Axiom, so that's pretty sick. Also, I may as well just plug my actual Twitter while I'm at it. So follow me on Twitter, CryptoVic, got the check mark and the Axiom check mark as well, just to make sure that you're following the right one. So that's exactly how you would get these set up and get these ready. And if you do go and get my Twitter tracking list document as well, it's the exact same protocol. You copy the entire document, go to import, and you paste it right here, and we will have an import of all of the Twitter accounts that you need to track. And then once we're on a page like this, a chart page, you can go over to the bottom, you can click on wallet tracker. That will open up this module. You can actually drag it and drop it and move it anywhere, but I really like to just grab it and snap it to the side. You can do the same thing with the Twitter as well. I like my Twitter on the left and my wallets on the right. And boom, now we are ready to trench. Now there are different features in Axiom, but I'm not gonna go over every single thing, just what's important to you. And one of the most important things that I have found, and honestly that has made Axiom so popular and so successful, is their rewards page. So this is my Axiom rewards page. I've signed up, holy smokes, 8,487 people. That's a lot of people. And even when you just trade, you will actually get rebates when they close token accounts, or they give you back some of the fees that you paid on your trades right here. And you can just click claim, and then it will claim and it will go right into your primary wallet. But what I highly recommend is you actually creating a referral link and sharing the referral link to friends who you know are actually trading, because why would you want your friends to trade on an inferior platform? Axiom has proved that it is the dominating terminal in all of meme coin trading. So if your friends are trading anywhere else, get them to sign up under your referral link. You'll make some fees. They trade on the best terminal on the market and everyone's happy. So I hope that helps you get started trading on Axiom with BNB. If you want free access to this BNB wallet tracking list, I'm putting the link in my Telegram group. To join my Telegram group is completely free. It's in the description below. Also, we have the best Telegram community out there in crypto by far. Massive group chat, over 12,000 people. The main channel discusses things like popular tokens, trending news and events. I just share like funny memes and stuff too. I also tell you when I'm going live or when I drop new content. It's a crazy ecosystem that we built over on Telegram, so make sure you join below and get access to those free resources. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have not yet, subscribe to this channel. We are growing the biggest crypto YouTube channel on YouTube. That's my goal, bro. So I appreciate you so much for being a part of this ride. And as always, stay safe in the trenches.